Alright, what's going on? I'm back for episode 11. And gotta get an eye on what's going on the front lines here. So, it's like I don't have a ton of money given how many troops I have, but pretty good turn-to-turn income. So, I actually think with the amount of guys that I have over in the Middle East here, can push forward into the Turks and probably still keep control over these provinces. So let's take a look. I'm gonna send my king, who doesn't have any command, but should be able to with a good number of supporting troops take this province. They do have a pretty fresh army over here overall. Decent stats. I'm assuming some of these high armored troops are coming out of Constantinople. But I've got a lot of reinforcements I can send. I think 7 stacks of troops should be good against this, even with my king at the helm. And we've got to get someone as this guy will be good, as the Duke of Trebizond. Him in the castle. And I almost wonder if I go after Constantinople with the rest of these troops. I'll actually hold off on doing so. In fact, I'm going to send one more squad over into Nicaea. Leave the rest in Trebizond. I don't think that they'll counterstrike out of Constantinople, given the amount of men I have in here. But there's a possibility they might send reinforcements. So I want to make sure I have the majority of my force right there. And that should be good. As far as troop movement, construction, looks like there's a lot to potentially do. I'm trying to remember what I was thinking as far as production the last time around. Public order's pretty good over here. Got some troops moving into... Oh yeah, okay, so the Italians are bordering us now. So... I'm assuming it's probably a good idea for me to keep training some troops. Let's see, what can I get where? And actually, it looks like I need to distribute this title, Duke of Castile. Looks like my last guy might have got killed by an Inquisitor. Or sentenced by an Inquisitor. And the same thing might have happened in Leon. Alright, so I do want to get some more troops to move them into Aragon and make sure I have that held down. Arbalesters, chivalric men-at-arms, crossbows. Feudal sergeants, and that should probably be good. Let's look at more knights over here. I won't do any more construction for the time being. And looking at there's only a couple of factions left, really. Let's see, I was looking at this earlier, so there's only 9 factions left. So are the Polish dead maybe? Might only be 8 factions left. And either that or Poland still exists, but they just don't have any of their homeland territories. Actually, oh, look at that. Okay, so they're a re-emergent faction. I'm assuming their achievement points from earlier in the game won't get restored. So it's kind of getting to the point where, because of my lack of objectives, I'm wondering if this is just going to turn into me having to kill everybody else because they're going to accrue points faster than me. But yeah, I really don't have any other options, but we'll see how this goes. At this point in the campaign, I'm almost wondering if I should have played this on hard. Outside of the beginning, I haven't struggled too much. And just the sheer amount of troops that I've got is pretty crazy given I don't think I have that many territories. It looks like a lot on the map, but a lot of these North African territories are huge and don't provide too much income outside of some of the trade and rare resources you get. Do want to make sure that I'm continuing to produce ships. I think in order to make sure that I've got a good stable income, I'm going to need to fill up any trade areas that I can get to. That should be good for that turn though. Just double check on public order. Okay. Okay, that's good. George is about to fall. A lot of construction getting completed. Okay, so looks like I had some troop movement still queued into Anatolia. Public order is good. Assuming these guys were headed there as well. So the Turks don't have the reinforcements to defend Georgia. And I figure 1 or 2 squads worth of troops or stacks worth of troops would be good to ensure victory in this province Nicaea. So what I'll do with the rest of my troops is go on Constantinople. I'll leave a high rank general here. Let's say this guy. Leave 1 high rank and 1 low rank, and then everybody else we're going to move to Constantinople with the king. Move one of these groups from Trebizond. Okay, public order still good. And wow. I am surprised that the public order is this high shortly after I took this. I don't think I've owned this province for a long time, but if I can move this guy into here, I'll move another squad of troops into Constantinople, make sure that in case they have reinforcements in Bulgaria or Greece or somewhere else that has port access, they can't ship troops there. In fact, I think they would need to have a ship in Sea Marmara in order to get reinforcements there from anywhere other than Greece and Bulgaria, but should be good. My financial situation didn't really change in the last turn, so I figure I should probably stay around the same pace with construction. And the Italians are starting to amass some ships. At least move some ships around this area. I kind of think that's been going on, but still should keep an eye on that. Move this guy in here so that he could be given this title, Keeper of the Privy Seal. And I'll continue construction on Iberia. I think that I probably don't need to focus on many other areas for recruitment and construction to keep getting new levels of recruitment as far as new tiers of units. I don't think I need to do that anywhere outside of Iberia. Okay, so these 2 stacks are full. This will be the start of the next one. I would say I've probably got higher tier units generally than my enemy. Although we're not technically at war with the Italians, but I'm basically looking at them as enemies because they're at war with our allies, the French. And we fought in the recent past, so just keep an eye out for that. Alright, so I'm going to go for a metal workshop here. Let's see, I'm getting ranged units from Valencia, so metal workshop there. Lawyers Guild in Valencia. And in Lyon we've been training cavalry. So we'll go for, let's see, Armorers Guild and Baronial Court, and get chivalric knights. What about with this? Okay, so I need that. I think Baronial Court comes after this. Yep. So that next tier of cavalry is going to take a while to get to, but that's where we'll go for our tech in Lyon, and that should be good for the rest of this turn. Man, I was praying for a good 5 seconds there that the game didn't crash. Sure, taking his time to load there. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good-ish. Papacy setting assassins. Alright, so this is probably going to take a while. Oh, really? Only 1 year. I guess I just automatically assumed that because they have a citadel here, it would take a lot longer to hold on to that siege, but I guess not. Alright, so Georgia is ours. I don't know, is it just a coincidence? It seems like urban militia have a lot of acumen. They tend to be one of the troops that I have good acumen on. Maybe it's because I check them first, the way they appear on the unit roster. I wonder if it organizes them alphabetically or something like that, so urban militia end up at the bottom often. Okay, public order's good. Ships and foot soldiers here. Alright. So, pretty good situation boats wise. So far, no enemy fleets in the northern areas. I believe the Italians have an objective to get the best trade fleet. Take a look. Let's see. the objectives. Well, maybe not. Could have sworn that was... I could have sworn that was an objective, but maybe they have to hold Venice in order to have that unlocked. Alright, so I finished some troop production. Let's see, I got Royal Knights from Algeria, Chivalric Men-at-Arms from Navarre, Arbalists from Valencia, Feudal Sergeants from Cordoba, and more Feudal Sergeants from Portugal. Right now I'm doing pretty good financially. I'm going to wait one more turn before I keep doing more recruitment to confirm that my income is still good compared to my expenditures. Oh my goodness. I don't know where that profit jumped. I think my profit was 4,000 like a couple turns ago. I wonder if that was just from gathering more territories, or if I put my trade fleet somewhere. That just got us a lot of access, but either way, that probably means I can't continue doing some more recruitment, so I'll do that. Actually, you know what? I'll get siege equipment. Oh, I was getting crossbowmen, not arbalists from Valencia. More knights. So go for urban militia, or militia sergeants here. Chivalric Men-at-Arms and Chivalric Sergeants. Should be good. Okay, I was building Arbalists in Aragon. That's what I was thinking of. The French would have been so screwed if I didn't stay allied with them this whole time. They've just been at war with like 5 factions at a time, but somehow holding strong. Seems like at this point in the game, the computers really take their time on. Oh, you know what I just thought of? I think at some point, I'm actually gonna have to have troops in like the crusade areas, like Edessa and call it Palestine, or yeah, Palestine, Tripoli, because I think the Mongols will come here eventually. I'm pretty sure that is one of the events that happens. So yeah, that's probably something I need to be prepared for. So where would they probably arrive? They'd probably arrive in Arabia, Syria, Armenia, or Georgia, or some combination of all of them. So what I'm thinking I'll do is mass up troops and just get, say, 1 full stack of guys in each of those areas. Let's see. Are these guys fit in here too? No, maybe 1. No, okay. So this stack will go to Arabia. Alright, we've got Nicaea. Some trade goods. Just queue up general construction here. Georgia, I don't think I ever queued up the construction I wanted here, so go for public order, trade. I actually don't know if you don't have tradable goods in a province, I'm not sure if building a shipwright is even worth it. Let's go with that for now. Do still want to make sure I have ports everywhere. Okay. So this is about to fall. I'm assuming that I'm assuming the Turks are gonna attempt to stop that from happening. They'll probably flood in here, but maybe not. My gut tells me that this is their main force that they have left, and they don't have too many other groups of stacks of troops outside of here. They maybe got like a full stack in a couple of provinces, but I'm assuming there's a reason these guys are all grouped together, and they have not grown in numbers recently. Let's say we do 4 turns worth of recruitment here. Actually mix in some Pavis crossmen in here. This is 4 ships now. Congo line thing. We should drag and drop into a bordering province instead of having to drag and drop and then issue a move command. Alright, so we've got all the trade that we can get. I just cannot believe that these guys have not attacked Sweden. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I'm not sure if all these guys are... Yeah, they're not all princes, but his army is entirely royal knights outside of one group of foot soldiers. And I don't even know how he's training them. I mean, they must all be part of the royal family. That's the thing that confuses me, is that they have... Only 2 of them have this symbol here, which I thought meant that they were a prince or they were of royal blood. The other guys are lords and sirs. I guess this guy's a lord because he's been declared the earl. But they do not have a stable or a a royal estate so that they could train knights. So I don't know, maybe you have only a certain number of princes in the family and then everybody else is just a sir. Because Denmark does not have any other provinces that I'm aware of. Maybe we'll find that they own something over here where they're producing those knights, but I don't think so. They don't even have a ship producing structure so that they could expand. Anyway, so I think it's probably safe to send a squad of troops out. Let's see, can I add anybody into here? Nope. Alright, so I'm actually going to move this squad out and send them to Syria. Should probably start building fortifications on all these provinces. So what I'll do is I'll get a full stack in each of these provinces, and then I'll also continuously upgrade the fortifications so that if I lose to whatever hordes end up coming, I'll have time to reinforce and potentially take them back while they're under siege. Although what happened here is making me question whether or not that logic makes sense. Because I would think that if you have a higher level city center, you'd be able to last longer during a siege. But this citadel only lasted 2 turns, so maybe that doesn't make sense, but I'll do that anyways for now. Unless money becomes really tight. Really thinking on these turns now. Oh my lord. Okay. That makes me a little bit nervous. Okay. Oh boy. There's one of my generals. Nice. That's good. A lot of construction. Okay. Right, this makes me nervous, this amount of troops, and they've got decent men. They've got militia sergeants, they've got arbalisters. Yeah. So let's see what we're at right now. I was gonna wait until I had 4 squads of guys in each of these provinces to move them just to save my time as far as troop management, but because the Italians are now at the border with 4 full stacks, it's probably worth me moving troops a little more incrementally or at more frequent increments than that. Okay, so I've got the amount of trade that I want. Wow, oh my goodness, yeah, the Turks actually have more land than I thought. I wonder if this is all the Russians have left. Or the what do they call the Novgorod? Let me see. Yeah, Novgorod, that's all they have left. Can't imagine. Yeah. Okay, so these places are all under control. This is a full stack, so I'll send these gentlemen over to what's this place called? Armenia. Got other full stacks en route to Syria and Arabia. And let's see, I'm assuming I can probably get some good stuff out of here. Oh my goodness, there's no trading post in Constantinople. That's gotta change. Make sure we get churches set up everywhere. Border forts and whatnot. Alright, so 100% need a trading post and a port. That's gotta be the first things in Constantinople. And then we've got the Governor of Constantinople title, so it's pretty good stats. 4 acumen, good loyalty. Send him in there. Looks like that's the only title to be had for now. This place is gonna get a ton of income once I get my trading post in the port set up there. Let's see. Construction on Iberia. Cordoba, I've been producing kind of a mix of units. Get a monastery so we get better morale here. Get better farms. And Navarre's next. Okay, so Navarre, gotta give that title back to our general in there. We've really been only going foot soldiers here, so chivalric knights. Okay, I can't get that. I guess chivalric men at arms are the best swordsmen we can get here, or not just here, but anywhere in this time period. So go for a armorers guild, and maybe the master swordsmith will unlock something. I kind of doubt it. It'll probably just give +1 valor. I think a lot of the master level buildings just add 1 valor to troops of the type. So like if you have a master stables, cavalry will get +1 valor. If you have a master swordsmith, sword infantry will get +1 valor. I think that's how it works. So I'll go for that in case the master swordsmith will either unlock a new unit or just give the valor point. And check public order. God, managing all this territory is a lot. Let's move this princess and see what's going on. Wow, look at that, the Polish. Up to 3 provinces there. See if Hungary is still around. What kind of territory they still control. Actually, I could probably see that just by looking at their... So they don't control Hungary. I'm assuming that that is now belonging to the Turks. Although they are not at war anymore. Maybe the French own it. Because I'll find out when the princess gets there. Should be good on construction outside of that. More turns, I'll do some more troop movement. The French are potentially starting to have a hard time. Which honestly, I don't have too much of a problem with. I mean, again, the thematic thing of having an ally throughout the campaign has been cool. And it's been interesting, but they, outside of the Turks and the Italians, are my main competition for points. I'm really behind a lot of factions here, but the Hungarians are not accruing anymore. The Byzantines are barely accruing points. English are barely doing so. It's really only the Italians and the French that are posing any competition on that aspect. So they expanded north, so let's see. What do I need in this force? More foot soldiers. Oopsies. Okay. And these guys can head over to Georgia. Trebizond should be under good control, so I'll send this other general over here. And honestly, I haven't attacked outside of Constantinople just out of wanting to keep the turns moving along, and not wanting to have to manage so many different provinces. But it's probably a good idea for me to attack out of there. So that's what I'll do here in a second. Merge these fleets up. Let's see. Got 3 ports on this coast, so I'll leave 4 things as ships there. But I definitely want to expand my fleet to get them over up towards Constantinople. Alright, so kind of awkward with the amount of troops that are in these areas. Let's see, Trebizond is at 200% loyalty, so I can probably move a good amount of men out of here. I'm going to take my beat up troops and get them out of this army. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. Maybe I just leave the beat up guys as public order holders. Okay, that's fine, I'll do that. And Rum is under good control. Let's see. 167 still, so we'll move them over to Constantinople. The men out of Nicaea, probably move a couple of them. Don't want to move too many. Shift some cavalry out. 184. Okay, I can afford to move some more guys. 178. Okay, that's good. Okay, construction's looking good. Nice. Now, with what I've got here, I don't know why my king has not gotten any command. I guess because he hasn't fought any like real battles. So they've only got one stack there, so I guess we'll just go take Bulgaria. We'll leave a strong general here. And another full stack with him to prevent them attacking out of Greece. In fact, I could probably send these guys because I've got reinforcements coming in from here as well. Oh, I can't see their troop quality. We'll leave these guys just in case. Italians are back at our border. Okay, the best military, that's a good sign. So that's so weird. Why can't I... How can I have a port? How can I have a dockyard, but I don't have a port? That's seems weird to me. I'll trade ships out of here. Halberdiers. I wonder how I can get those. Oh, from the town militia, okay. That's a unit I've not seen before. Okay, so then... what can I combine? So Hungary is owned by the French. This is, oh my god, this has been a chaotic campaign. The French are all the way over in Moldavia. Moldavia? Guess I'm using the modern day pronunciation. And they've got, let's see, we're only at war with the Turks right now. So then I'll move my king over here. I'll leave my best general outside of, let's see. Okay, so they can't counterattack now. Got good loyalty in Constantinople. And this will hit Wallachia as well. I don't believe they can retreat from here into here. From Greece to Bulgaria. I don't think that's a possibility. I saw something like that happen. I was playing a campaign the other day as the Italians, and there was a crusade that was moving back and forth between my provinces. I was trying not to let it go, and they were able to move into enemy provinces when threatened with attack, which I thought was weird, but I think that outside of crusades and jihads that can't happen. So I should be good as far as how I have my forces distributed here. Check our main area, and construction is still going well there. Okay, so looks like money is real good, so I'll keep on doing recruitment. Let's see, we'll go for chivalric sergeants, crossbows, get militia sergeant. Actually, I'll keep going. I'll keep getting boats here. Royal knights, more militia sergeants, chivalric men-at-arms, and I think I'm okay to not train guys in Granada. Alright. Need 2 more boats to connect Constantinople to the rest of these areas. And in fact, can I train boats at any of these places? No, unfortunately I cannot. Instructions all set. Okay, how am I doing on time here? 42 minutes in. Alright, I'm going to end this turn and see what goes on with the AI moves, and this is probably a good time to wrap things up. I can't believe the English are still alive. Look at that, the French are coming to reinforce me against the Turks. That's funny. So unnecessary, but... Okay. Oh wow, they have... Did I underestimate what they have here? You know what? I'm gonna call that off just because I don't want to lose my king in a bunch of troops if I don't need to. My ego is like, do it, don't back up. But it's for the sake of not throwing troops away. And the Sicilians are arising in Bavaria. That is weird. Okay. I don't know what the conditions are for that to happen. Okay, so we'll queue up construction. That shouldn't take too long. So Valencia is where I get missile units. How am I unable? Oh, I guess I have the max. Bowyer's Guild. I wonder if I'm missing something that I need to get the master bowmaker. Unless the Bowyer's Guild is max level. Got construction going in all those places. Let's see. Armenia. Turks could go here. Probably move one squad of troops into Constantinople just to keep a hold on that. And then I'll consolidate forces here, so okay. Italians have peasants. Decent amount of peasants and standardish archers. Genoese sailors are similar to standard archers. Maybe worse, given their support costs. I'm not sure. Anyways, that's probably a good place to start or to stop. So I'm gonna end there. That'll be the end of episode 11. And I say on the next one, I'm just gonna focus on clearing out the Turks off of Greece and probably fortifying these territories a little bit more. Again, I don't even remember when the Mongols arrive. And I mean, it might not even be for a while. Maybe I should go on Wikipedia after this and get a clue from the internet. But that'll be that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next episode.